Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field, home of the English Bulldogs, taking on Medford. English looking for their first win. This is GBL action. English is going to get the football first. Very nice evening here at Manning Field. Nice to sit out. Watch these young guys do battle. Kick is away and English falls on it.
Number 14, Kearns with the return for the Bulldogs.
They put it at the 36-yard line of English.
Be first and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 36-yard line.
Wideouts right and left motion. Chandler gets the carry.
For 11, Jordan M. on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Gets a couple.
It'll be a game 2, set up the Bulldogs with a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Maggs looking to throw. Now he's going to take off and run with it. He gets across the 40. Call it the 43.
Number 12, Jesse Maggs at the quarterback seat.
Well, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs.
It'll be a 3rd and 4, ball from their own 43-yard line.
Give him 5 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Motion to the far side. They give it straight ahead, and that's Chandler getting into Medford territory for the first down of the game. Got to the 47, picked up 10.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Medford.
And 1st and 10 from there. Motion to the far side. The quick out, caught, and to the 40-yard line. That's Jordan M. with the catch. So the first pass from Maggs is complete, down to the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Maggs with the keep, coming to the near side, staying on his feet, pushed ahead for a couple of yards by his teammates, gets it inside the 25. They put it at the 23, picked up 17. So the Bulldogs knocking on the door. They're at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10, opening drive of the ball game. Chandler off the right side. Loose, he's going to walk in. Took one step like he was going to go off right tackle, broke it to the outside, and walked in for the touchdown. So English made that look easy. $64 yards in 6 plays. Chandler picking up 35 of them. Maggs picking up 22. Here's the replay. That one little step kind of froze the defense. Then he beat everybody to the outside and walked in. .57 yards on the ground, 35 Chandler, 22 Maggs. The one pass to M.
Want to remind everyone the concession stand is open. We are selling hot dogs, pizza, nachos, as well as candy and chips. We also have drinks including Fanta, water, Powerade, Coke, and Diet Coke.
And that'll be English kicking off. Change that quickly.
Number 10, Shea Paul.
Mackenzie Charles in his first year as the head coach. He was the girls' basketball coach. He coached football. He was assistant at Tech. He was one of the assistants at English under Chris Carroll. Now he's taken over the reins. And he banged it off one of the linemen.
Number 80, Elijah Walls with the big takedown for the Bulldogs.
The Mustangs of Medford will have pretty good field position at their 40-yard line. Well, they've got to make a comeback because they now trail.
We have first and 10 for Medford, ball at their own 40-yard line.
Go back. Again, Medford was part of the Northeast Conference very shortly. They brought everybody in for all sports, with the exception of Everett and football. Then when they finally voted Everett in, before the season started, they voted everybody out, and they went back to the GBL. Two wideouts to the near side, a wing to the near side. They let it fly, and it's caught. Alvin LaGrosse with the catch.
Turnover pass complete to number 4, Alvin Langford.
Here's the replay. Went up, caught it. Got to the English 28. .32 yards and a first down.
Mustangs ball at Lynn English's 28-yard line.
Turning over the quarterback. We got a flag stopping the play. That's going to be illegal against Medford.
Ball start on Medford.
That'll push it back to the 33. And it will be 1st and 15. So Medford trying to answer right back. They almost did with the pass play.
15 to Medford, ball at Lynn English's 33-yard line.
Just about 4 minutes in to this first period. Two wideouts to the far side. Turn over, look at the throw. Caught. LaGrosse again.
Terranova's pass is complete to number 4, Alvin Legros, for a first and goal for the Medford Mustangs.
They get right back. Down to the 6-yard line. 27 yards. LaGrosse has caught 2 passes for 59 yards. First and goal from the 6. Medford trying to answer right back. 2 wideouts come to the near side. 2 very nice catches by LaGrosse. Terranova keeps. He's going to lose yardage.
Terranova when the quarterback keeps.
He was lucky he only lost a yard.
Brought down by number 7, Ernie Phineas. There's no gain on the play. It'll be a second and goal.
So second and goal from the 7.
From Lynn English's 7-yard line.
Terranova will bring the play back to the huddle. Medford trying to get a split against Lynn. They lost to Classical. The 2 wideouts go to the far side. Yeah, they're going to lose yardage again. Colin Payon.
53, Noel Mulcahy on the
They try to fake left, go right,
be a loss of 4.
and English is all over him.
Owen Payon on the run for the Medford Mustangs. Be third goal from Lynn English's 10-yard line.
So third and goal. The ball's back at the 10. They've lost 4 in 2 downs. They're probably looking for Mr. LaGrosse here on third and goal. They're not going to get it off. They're going to lose yardage again. All kinds. Almost 11 red shirts all over Terranova.
Lynn English defenders. Be a loss of
And it's
4.
going to bring up a 4th down. So look good with the 2 passes.
14-yard line.
First and goal with the 6. They lost 4 more. They've lost 8 yards in 3 plays. Now it's 4th and goal from the 14. And they're going to have to throw it from here. The 2 wideouts go to the near side. He caught it in the corner of the end zone.
And Terranova's pass is complete to the
LaGrosse with another great catch.
Medford
Terranova put it right on the money in the corner. He reached up and got it and stayed in bounds. So they couldn't do anything on the ground. They wind up with a 14-yard touchdown pass. And they look to kick the extra point. Terranova is the holder. No good.
Flag on the play.
So they go 60 yards in 6 plays. 3 of them were negative. I think they're saying English is offside. They're going to get another shot at the kick. They passed for 73. They ran for -8. They had to actually go 65 yards because they had a 5-yard penalty. Now they're going to go for 2. They line up in the double wing. Terranova trying to sneak it in. He's in the end zone, getting a lot of help from his friends.
Conversion is good for the Mustangs. Score is Lynn English 6, Medford 8.
So Medford takes the lead, 8-6. English, that momentum they had, they were right down the field, alternating Maggs and Chandler. Grabbed the lead, and the right arm of Dominic Terranova and 3 excellent catches by Alvin LaGrosse wipes that momentum out, and all of a sudden now it's 8-6 Medford. This might be the first time Medford has led all year. They'll kick it off to the Bulldogs.
Number 1, Edwin Castro, and number 2, Wesley Chandler back deep for the Bulldogs.
They kick a ground ball, pops up in the air. Scooped up by Josh McDonald. And English will have very good field position. Took a nice Sunday hop from McDonald. And they'll have it at the 43-yard line of English, so they start 7 yards better than their first drive. But now they got to wipe out a 2-point deficit. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Chandler in the backfield with Maggs. Chandler straight ahead. Across the 45.
Number 2, Wesley Chandler on the run for the Bulldogs.
I think they're going to, when they put it down, they're going to put it down at the 47.
It'll be a 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Ball will be placed at their own 46-yard line.
So 2nd and 6. Motion coming to the near side. Maggs over the middle, caught and dropped. Had it, couldn't hold on. That was Castro.
Intended for number 1, Edwin Castro, is incomplete.
And he's not getting up, he got hit as he's trying to make the catch. And let's hope it was just the wind knocked out of him. He's starting to get up as the trainer gets to him. Yeah, it's good to see him getting up. So hopefully it was just the wind knocked out of him. Took a little bit of a hit as he got his hands on the ball, forcing not to complete the pass. And it's nice to see him walking out under his own steam. So a big play for English here. They don't want to give it back to Medford after they just went down and scored. They flipped the screen. And they get it near the 49. That was Chandler with the screen.
4th and 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 49-yard line. Brought down by number 13, Josiah Clark.
So they need 4. And they're going to kick it away.
Timeout, Lynn English.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Eight to 6, Medford. English scored in the opening drive. Medford came back and scored on their opening drive. So let's see who's going to flinch first. English already has. They missed the conversion. Medford got theirs, and that's the difference, the 2-point lead. So I thought with the timeout, English might be thinking about it, but they're not. They're going to kick. Get it away. It takes a little bit of an English bounce, right about the 25-yard line. So Medford will have it for the second time as we're winding down this first period.
After the punt return, also, the Medford Mustangs with a first and 10 from the
Turnover.
25-yard line.
Quarterback brings the play to the huddle. They send the two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. LaGrosse has been the big weapon so far. He pitch it. Trying to turn the corner. Isaiah Blake with the carry.
Number 1, Isaiah Blake on the run.
As they've done with their other running plays, they're going to lose yardage.
Be a loss of 2. Be a second and 12 for the Mustangs. Brought down by number 11, Jordan L.
They've run 4 plays. They've lost 10 yards. Second and 12 from the 23. The only success they've had has been throwing the ball, and that was all to Alvin LaGrosse. 2 wideouts to the far side. Terranova looking. The quick out, and they're going to hit LaGrosse this time. Now he gets away. Good second and third effort by LaGrosse. They had him for a loss. He turned nothing into something. Here's the replay. They had him right wrapped up right there. 2 or 3 people had him. And they finally knock him out of bounds.
26-yard line.
Who wound up picking up 3. He's got 4 catches for 76 yards, and we're in the first period. 3rd and 9, and they blow the whistle, and that generally means illegal procedure. They had to push it back to the 21. So it'll be 3rd and 14.
Penalty will be 3rd and 14. Ball will be placed at their own 21.
So now if you had front 4 or 5 for English, you just go get the quarterback because he's going to have to throw the ball, especially the way they've been running it. They send double wideouts to either side. They go after him and they get him. They knock him down inside the 20.
By number 53, Noel Mulcahy. Number 44, Mitchell Herder.
They put it at the 19. They lost 2 more.
Be a loss of 2 and set up Medford Mustangs with a 4th and 16.
5 running plays, minus 12. They'll punt. English will run a play, and the first period will be history. The snap almost went over the head of the kicker. He was lucky to get that one away, and English is going to have outstanding field position. They down it at the 20-yard line. That's a 1-yard punt. He was lucky to get it away. Almost was a safety or maybe even a touchdown if he can't handle the snap. It went way over the punter's head. He went as high as he could to get it and had to avoid getting it blocked. He kicked it straight up in the air, and English reaps the harvest. Actually, they have it at the 18-yard line. That's a minus 1 yard punt. Chandler gets maybe a yard.
Wesley Chandler on the run for the Bulldogs.
And that should do it.
English set up the Bulldogs.
Maybe one more play if they get it off.
Ball replaced at Medford 17-yard line.
2nd and 9. The quick out. Bobbled it. Got it back. You wonder why coaches get gray hair. Jordan M. caught it. Started run with it. Bobbled it. It popped up in the air. There's the replay. And he put him at the 6 for a pickup of 7. And that'll do it for the period. So the first period is history. English scored their opening drive. Got shut out on the second. Medford scored on their opening drive. Got shut out on the second. But English is knocking on the door after that minus 1 yard punt by Medford. The difference is the 2-point conversion by the quarterback, Terranova, 8-6. Medford at the end of 1, but English knocking on the door. 3rd and 2 from the 6-yard line. I'm looking at the sideline. I see number 52, Damon Mitchum. And unfortunately for Damon, he's a senior. And sometimes you wish, you know you're going to have injuries. You hope not to the seniors so they don't miss that big season, senior season.
Start of the second quarter, English will be
Wideouts everywhere.
from Medford, 6
3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. They give it to Chandler. Bang it to the outside. Walks in for the touchdown.
Chandler with the 6-yard touchdown run for the
His second.
Bulldogs.
So that minus 1 yard punt paid off 3 plays later. He's got his second touchdown. Just 8 seconds into this second period. And they'll go for 2. Man, he's going to take off and run with it. And he's not going to get there. They get
The 2-point conversion is no good for the Bulldogs. The score is Lynn English 12, Medford 8.
English gets the lead back. They lead at 12-8. They've scored on 2 of their 3 possessions. Helped out greatly by that punt that went minus 1 yard. Set up English at the 18-yard line. That one juggle pass from Maggs to M got them down close. 2 runs by Chandler. The final one for 6 gets him in. And now they'll kick it off.
Number 10, Shea Palmer to kick it off for the Bulldogs.
Shea Palmer will do the honors using his right foot. Outstanding receiver. I'm sure we're going to hear from him before this game is over. They kick a little ground ball, bouncing around at the 32-yard line. And he'll get pretty good field position. Josiah Clark with the return. So field position has not been a problem. They'll have it at the 42. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
After the kick return, also the Medford Mustangs with their first
2 wideouts to either side.
42-yard line.
Motion to the far side. The quarterback, Terranova, winds up with it.
Terranova is brought down by number 53, Noel Mulcahy.
He got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball placed at their own 42-yard
So
line.
2nd and 10. Nice day, a little bit of a breeze. Nothing to people to freeze over. Some of the people in short sleeve shirts. Double wideouts to either side. Terranova lets it fly. It's caught again. Flag on the play. LaGrosse walks in, but let's see what the flag is about. What a first half he's having. He's already caught passes for 76. 2 flags on the play. I think they're calling against LaGrosse. He's not happy. It's coming back. That would have put him at 130 yards receiving 2 plays into the 2nd period, but it's coming back.
Touchdown is no good.
They mark it back to the 34. I'm not sure how that works. The penalty was downfield. The line of scrimmage was the 42. It's only an 8-yard penalty. Look at the throw, trying to set up the screen. Picked off. They knock him out of bounds. Tyler Desir Kearns picked it off. They try to set up the screen, and the English is going to get great field position again. Here's the replay. Look at this. Tipped right into the hands of Kearns, and he almost took it to the house. They just pushed him out of bounds. At the 5-yard line is where English will put it in play. So the -1 yard punt put him at the 18. The interception puts him at the 5. Maggs with the keep. Down to the 1.
Jesse Maggs with the quarterback keep. Be a 4-yard gain. It will be a 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line for the Bulldogs. Jesse Maggs with the quarterback sneak touchdown for the Bulldogs. Flag on the play.
Maggs takes it in. We got a flag. I'm not sure what the flag is about.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bulldogs.
Waiting for a sign from the official.
Touchdown will stand.
I don't know if it was, the penalty will be on the kickoff. They'll go for 2. Rolling to the right, looking.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
Nice catch. In a crowd.
Score is Lynn 20, Medford 8.
And I believe that was Castro. Here's the replay. Getting hit, I think, on both sides. And let's see what, if there was a flag. There was discussion. And there was a flag on the play, but it was probably for a celebration. English going to kick off a little further back. It's a big 15-yarder. So they lead it 18-8, and they'll kick off from their 25.
Number 10, Shea Palmer to kick it off for the Bulldogs.
Palmer will do it again. Pretty good return.
Number 4,
And again, Medford will have good field position.
for Medford. Brought down by number 8, number Thomas. After the kick return, it will set up the Mustangs.
They have it at their own 40-yard line.
Ball being placed at their own 40-yard
So English just cashed in on a -1-yard punt. And then a nice interception. Over the middle, LaGrosse with the catch.
Turnover's pass is complete to number 4, Alvin Legros.
He put it at the 44, give him 4.
Brought down by number 10, Jay Palmer. It'll be
Second
a
and 6.
Ball will be placed at their own 44-yard line.
So the interception by Kearns. So back-to-back series for English. They only had to go 23 yards for both touchdowns. Second and 6. They bobble the snap, and they're going to wind up minus again. They can't run the football at all.
Number 7, Dominic Terranova with the quarterback keep.
I'm going to call it the 45 and give him a yard. He fell forward. Part of the football touching the 45. Well, it's going to be 3rd and a long 5. Double wideouts to either side. Terranova was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage with that.
Flag on the play.
And now we got Medford with another penalty.
Ball start on Medford.
So they're back to the 40-yard line where it started, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. This considering that they threw a pass for a touchdown to LaGrosse that was called back for offensive pass interference. Again, they double the wideouts to either side. Low snap. He's got time.
Terranova's pass
Guess who?
complete to number 4, Alvin Legros, for a first down.
And that'll be a first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10. Ball will be placed
So they
at
go
Lynn
from their
English's
40 to the
40-yard
English
line in
40.
Medford.
20 yards. And that puts Mr. LaGrosse at 100 yards receiving, and that's considering they took back the 58-yard kick, or reception, I should say, for a touchdown. He's going to get hit and drop for a loss.
And Terranova is sacked.
Mulcahy all over him. He lets you know he's celebrating. As is the English cheerleaders.
There'll be a loss of
Back to the
2.
43.
2nd and 12. Ball will be placed at
So they got 95 yards in passing. Shoot, they got 100 yards in passing.
be a 2nd and 13. Ball will be placed
Minus 14 rushing.
47-yard line.
Looking to throw. They let it fly deep. And it's picked off again. Shea Palmer, who's an outstanding receiver,
Intercepted by number 10, Captain Shea Palmer.
picked that one off. The Eagles will have it at their 19.
There'll be a turnover on downs. Be a 1st and 10 for Lynn English at their own 19-yard line.
Really strange. Medford's got minus 14 rushing, 100 yards passing, all 100 by LaGrosse catching. They give it to Chandler, straight ahead.
Number 2, Wesley Chandler on the run for the Bulldogs. Big gain of 6. Set up the Bulldogs with a 2nd and 4. Ball will be placed at their own 26-yard line.
Maggs takes off and run with it. They're trying to push him forward. They're still pushing him forward. They finally blow the whistle.
The quarterback keep for the Bulldogs. Be a gain of 3. Set up the Bulldogs with a 3rd and 1. Ball will be placed at their own 29-yard line.
They put it to 28. They gave him only 2. They're down and a yard. Three wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Chandler, that second effort, I think, got him the first down. They needed a yard. That's all he got.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 4
Looked like they had him
minutes for the
stopped.
Bulldogs.
He got a little help from his friends, push him forward. He got the first down. No, they didn't give him the first down. The line of scrimmage was the 19. He's almost to the 20-yard line. That should have been a first down. Maggs with the quarterback sneak. They should have had the first down. The ball was at the 29. They started at the 19. I'm not very good in math, but I know that's 10 yards.
Jesse Maggs, the quarterback keep. As a result, it'll be a 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at their own 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 31. Past the halfway mark of this second period. Eagles had 3 major turnovers go their way. 2 interceptions and a bad punt. Quick pass, caught by Shea Palmer.
And Maggs' pass is complete to number 10, Shea Palmer.
To the 39. Picked up 8. 2nd down and 2.
It'll be a gain of 8. Set up the Bulldogs with a 2nd and 2. Ball will be placed at their own 39-yard line.
2 wideouts to either side. They go deep, incomplete, looking for McDonald.
And Maggs' pass intended for number 4, Josh McDonald, is incomplete. It'll be a 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
So it'll be 3rd and 2. And that's going to give him a 1st down. Medford just jumped.
Offsides on Medford. As a result, it's a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
That'll move it to the 44.
1st and 10 for Bulldogs.
I won't have to worry about
44-yard line.
3rd and whatever, because it's now 1st and 10. Double wideouts to either side. Chandler gets a hole up the middle. A foot race. They finally knock him down. The ball went to the ground. Medford says they have it. Straight ahead, right up the middle, as we see the replay. Everybody's signaling they have the football. They're trying to one-pile them. Medford's already celebrating. The official hasn't said anything. English is pointing one way, Medford pointing the other way. It's English's football. Medford's not happy. They put it at the 17-yard line. 39 yards on the run. Chandler was approaching 100 yards. He's got 93.
After the big run by the Bulldogs, it'll set them up with a 1st and 2 or 1st and 10.
So English knocking on the door again. They're at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 after the interception by Shea Palmer. 3 wideouts to the near side. Now motion. They give it to Palmer again.
Number 2, Leslie Chandler.
He gets a couple to the 15.
It'll be a gain of 2. Set up the
He needs
Bulldogs
5 for
with a
100.
2nd and 8. Ball will be placed at the 15-yard line.
Maggs with the keep.
Number 12,
To about the
Jesse Maggs,
13.
quarterback keep.
English going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Lynn English.
It'll be 3rd down and 6 when they come out of the timeout. He was trying to add to a 20-8 lead. Greater Boston League football. Still kind of shake a little bit when I say that after English and classical jumping over to Greater Boston League after being NEC for so long. Third and 6 as we're winding down this first half. English is taking advantage of 2 interceptions, a -1 punt, a big run by Chandler. Nags looking, throws it right on the money. So Shea Palmer started it with an interception. He ends it with the touchdown catch. So they go 81 yards in 10 plays. The big one, 39-yard run by Chandler, now the 13-yard catch by Palmer. And they go for 2. Maggs faked the pitch, goes straight ahead and gets in for the 2 points.
And Jesse Maggs runs it in for a 2-point conversion for the Bulldogs. Score is Lynn
Here's the
English,
replay.
28, Medford.
Watch the fake. They go with the fake, and then he just runs straight ahead to the goalpost and gets him 2 more points.
Number 10, Shea Palmer to kick it off for the Bulldogs.
Bounces off. They have to chase it down inside the 15. And a really nice return. Palmer the kicker. And that's looked gross again. And we got a flag at the end of the play.
Kick return for Medford. Knocked out of bounds by number 10, Shea Palmer, but there is a flag on the play.
Great return by LaGrosse to the English 49. I don't know if they call a horse tackle or a face mask, but they move it all the way down inside the 35 to the 34. They're trying to beat the clock. And they're not going to get there. Mac Peters all over the quarterback. Medford takes a timeout. They put it back. I'll be generous and call it the 37. They're going to be minus yards rushing in the first half, and that's the quarterback. If it's down, that would really be a loss for them.
Again, 0-1-1-0-1. Please go to the concession stand to claim your prize.
English got a minus 1 yard punt after they scored in their opening possession. A minus 1 yard punt. They only had to go 18 yards. Then they got an interception by Tyler Desir Kearns that got them down. At the 5. It took them 2 plays to go in.
Lynn English is having a scratch ticket raffle. It is $10.
And the interception by Shea Palmer started the 81-yard 10-play drive, and then he finished it with the catch, 13 yards in the end zone. So Medford trying to beat the clock winds up getting their quarterback knocked down. 164 yards of offense, 127 rushing, 95 on the ground by Chandler. Actually 96. Maggs has the other 31. They're the only 2 guys running the ball. Chandler also caught a pass for 2 yards. Am has caught a couple for short yardage, 14 yards. Palmer has caught 2 for 21. This would be a very difficult loss for Medford. But English, very gracious host, taking advantage of what the guests have given them. Two of their drives only covered 23 yards for 2 touchdowns. Two wideouts to either side. Low snap. They let it fly. Incomplete. Looking for Blake.
Number 1, Isaiah Blake, is incomplete. Broken up by number 11, Jordan M.
English now has to get used to a left-handed quarterback.
It'll be a 3rd and 13 for the Mustangs. Ball replaced at Lynn English's 30.
3rd and 13. Snap goes right by, and he has to fall on it.
Recovered by the
Chris DeFranzo is the new quarterback. And it went right through the wickets. They put it back at midfield. They lost 13. And do you bother punting here with seconds left? And there's not going to be any seconds left because they're going to end the half. So it ends badly for Medford. They looked like they had a great return by LaGrosse. The penalty put them down at the 34, but they wind up back at midfield. They lose 16 yards Offensively, they couldn't run the ball at all. They passed for 100 all to LaGrosse, but English scores on 4 of their 5 possessions. They lead at 28-8 over Medford at halftime. English will kick it off. They had a big first half, leading 28-8 over Medford. Medford could be in a bind now. They lost their quarterback. I don't know if he's going to be coming back. They kick it short. And they return it. And Medford, they've had very good field position. That was Colin Payon returning it across the 45. They'll have it at their 46. Chandler had 96 yards rushing in that first half. One big 39-yard run to set up a touchdown. Mags ran for 31. That was all of the 127 they ran. Mags passed for 37. Chandler ran for 2. Mags ran for 1. Palmer caught a touchdown pass for 1. So from the 46, they run straight ahead, and they're going with Isaiah Blake. He wasn't the quarterback at the end of the half. He picked up 3. That's their longest run from scrimmage. They had one play where they ran 1 yard. They couldn't run the ball at all. They were minus 30 yards rushing. They had 100 yards passing, all the catches by LaGrosse. So 2nd and 7. Trying to come to the near side. Last second, little burst up in front, got him a couple. Looked like he was going to lose yardage. He went from 149 to the other. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. So they put Chris DeFranzo in at quarterback. The lefty was throwing the ball at the end of the half when Terranova went down. But now they come out in the second half. They put Isaiah Blake, who was a wideout, at the quarterback spot. So a tough break for Medford. As we said, Terranova passed for 100 yards in that first half and passed for the 1 touchdown. They keep everybody in tight. Rolling, looking, and has to run with it. Gets pushed out of bounds. He winds up back in Medford territory, I think. And Medford's going to have to kick it away.
No gain on the play. It'll be a 4th and 5 at Lynn English's 49-yard line for the Mustangs.
Put it back at the 49 for no gain. I don't think they want to give English the football here. So they're going to kick it away. So a tough assignment for Medford now, not having their quarterback. The kick is away. They let it bounce. Takes a little bit of a Medford bounce. And at the 23. (28-8), the Bulldogs. Looking for their first bite of the apple, getting their first win, trying. And they're well on their way here. Hard to believe we're winding down the season. Only a couple of weeks left. Motion coming to the near side. Chandler stays on his feet, gets 5 or 6.
On the run for the Bulldogs.
They give him the 28 for 5, and that puts him over 100.
28, second and 5, ball will be spotted at their own
He's had
28-yard
a
line.
very good year. They double the wideouts to either side. Now they send motion to the near side. Maggs over the middle, incomplete. A little bit low.
Maggs' pass intended for number 11, Jordan
He's
Evans,
looking for
made
M.
complete. Be a third and 5 for the Bulldogs.
So they'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Again, they double the wideouts to either side. Now they send motion to the near side. And they run it straight ahead. Chandler with another burst.
Number 2, Wesley Chandler on the big run for the Bulldogs.
Gets banged out of bounds, but he picked up a big first down.
Knocked out of bounds by number 4, Alvin Legros.
Motion here on the replay. And he just straight ahead.
Medford's 45-yard line.
And gets it into Medford territory. At the Medford 45. Maggs in trouble. Oh, he just throws it away.
Pass is incomplete. Be a second and 10 for the Bulldogs. Flag
2nd
on
and
play.
10 from the 45 of Medford. They're calling it. I think they're going to give English a penalty.
Intentional grounding on the Bulldogs.
They're calling it an illegal forward pass. He just threw it away.
It'll be a second and 20 for the Bulldogs. Ball being placed at their own 45-yard line.
So they go from the 45 to the 45. This time it's English's 45. They lose the down also. So 2nd down and 20. Chandler's going to get buried in the backfield. Look, if he gets by that line of scrimmage, he's got a lot of room to the near side, but Medford didn't let him get there. He loses 3.
It'll be a loss of 3. Set them up with a third and 23 at their own 42-yard line.
So a 3rd and a whole bunch. They need 23. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Griffin has 9 guys almost at the line of scrimmage. He got hit just as he threw it, and it's incomplete. Boy, they came flying in. Max took a hit.
And Maggs' pass intended for number 11, Jordan Evans, incomplete. It'll be a 4th down for the Bulldogs.
I felt that one. The Eagles will have to kick it away. Kick is away. And that bounce, it takes a good Medford bounce. Finally got down by Kearns. And Medford again has decent field position at their 40-yard line. We're in the third period. Greater Boston League action. English leading 28-8. Scoring on 4 of their 5 possessions in the first half. I think they've got DeFranco back at quarterback now. Low snap, it goes behind. English has got the football. Lionel Rivera.
Covered by number 26, Lionel Rivera, Lynn English.
They never had the snap. You saw the replay. Bounced away from a couple of people. And English has it again, this time at the Medford 26. They lose 14 more yards.
It'll be a first and 10 for the Bulldogs at Medford's 26-yard line.
So 2 interceptions, a -1 punt. Now the fumble. They go up top. They had McDonald just a little long. McDonald beat the defense.
It'll be a second and 10 for the Bulldogs.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 26. English looking to put a little more daylight between them and Medford. The quick out, cutting it up inside, slipping a tackle, staying on his feet, walking in the end zone is Jordan M.
Number 11, Jordan M. for a Bulldog touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
26 yards on the touchdown. Here's the replay. Just slipped right between a couple of defenders, and they tackled him, but he was 5 yards in the end zone when they tackled him.
Holding on English, and the touchdown will be brought back.
Is it coming back? It's coming back. So take it off the board. Good effort by M.
After the penalty, it will be a 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Ball will be placed at Medford,
Now
31-yard line.
it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 31. So both teams have had a touchdown taken off the board. M goes in motion. Mag's looking to throw. Catch is made by McDonald. That's his first of the day. He's usually involved. Down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards on the pass and a first down. And here's English knocking on the door again. First and goal from the 6. In for the touchdown is Chandler, his third. So 26 yards in 3 plays. He actually had to go 31 because of the penalty. Chandler goes over 120 yards rushing. English goes over 200 yards. And we still got a little more than half of the third period to play. They'll go for 2. Out in the flat all by himself.
Nice pass complete to number 2, Wesley Chandler. The 2-point conversion is good for the Bulldogs.
And that was Chandler.
Lynn English, 36, Medford, 8.
We're closing into where if English gets one more touchdown, the clock will be running the rest of the game. He just slipped him out of the backfield. Just over 7 minutes left in this third period. English takes advantage of the fumble recovery by Rivera. Now they'll kick it off. Medford in a huge hole, and add to that hole, they don't have their quarterback. The kick at the 21-yard line. And they're going to knock them down at the 31.
Before Alvin Langros on the return for Medford. Brought down by number 7, Ernie Hernandez.
I think it was Prosper that made the hit. They put it at the 31. They've only had one worse start than this. They started at 25 once. Everything has been 40 or more. Nobody in the backfield. Wideouts everywhere. The quick out. And we have a different receiver for a change. Kenneth Thompson.
The Bronzos pass is complete to number 10, Justin Marino.
They pick up 5. The only plus yardage they've had has been throwing the football.
36-yard line.
Now they have to do it with the backup, Chris DeFranzo. 2nd and 5. They double the wideouts to either side. Quick out there, right there. McDonald was right on top.
The Bronzos
As soon as he
pass complete
had
to
the
number
ball,
4, Alvin Langros.
bang, they hit him.
Brought down by number 4, Josh McDonald of the Bulldogs.
They lose 2 yards. So big 3rd down play. They don't want to give it back to English punting from here. They need 7. 5 wideouts, 3 to the far side. And hit and dropped. He was lucky to hold on to the football.
And the Bronzos brought down by number 15, Alex Dillon of the Bulldogs.
Alex Silla, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly,
The fumble
all over the quarterback.
Bulldogs.
They lost 6 to the 28. And Medford will have to kick it away. No, excuse me, they did lose the football. English recovered. I didn't see the sign. I was waiting for them to punt the ball. English is going to get the ball at the 28. I said, I wonder how he held on the ball. When I saw, after that, I saw
Number 7, Ernie Caneas on the run
the
for the
quarterback
Bulldogs.
stood up with the football. That's Ernie Panius. I thought Medford still had the ball. English picks up 2.
2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
So Panius is now in the backfield. Nags with the keep. And they keep pushing him forward.
Nags with the quarterback keep for the Bulldogs.
They give him 3 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and 5.
We have 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Ball we placed at Medford's 23-yard line.
Oh, bad punt. 2 interceptions. Now a fumble recovery. Medford can't make it any easier for the Bulldogs. Looking in the end zone, caught by McDonald.
And Nags' pass is complete to number 4, Josh McDonald for a 23-yard passing touchdown for the Bulldogs.
23 yards. They take advantage. 28 yards in 3 plays. Their last 2 touchdowns have been three-play drives. They've had 3 touchdown drives of 3 plays. They had 1 2 plays because of the field position they're getting. They'll go for 2, and if nothing else, the 4th period is going to be running time. They get another turnover, it could be the 3rd period. Looking to throw, Mags. Dumps it off, incomplete.
The 2-point conversion is no good for the Bulldogs.
So as they come back upfield, English just saying thank you so very much. Minus 1 yard punt, took them 3 plays to score. Interception, took them 2 plays to score. Fumble recovery, took them 3 plays to score. Fumble recovery, took them 3 plays to score. The other one went 81 yards, but it was off an interception by Palmer. The only time they had a march was the opening kick after they stopped. Medford, they went 60 yards in 6 plays and took the lead. Fell behind 8-6 after Medford came back and scored. But now it's all English. Chandler's run for 121 yards.
Number 10, Jay Palmer to kick it off.
He's caught a couple of conversions. Mags ran for a touchdown. Pass for 2. Medford will get good field position again at their 46. And let's see if they can hold on to the football. Officials are talking about something.
Return will set up the Mustangs with a 1st and 10.
Oh, what that was
Ball
about.
being placed at their own 46-yard line.
So from the 46. A double of wideouts to either side. Medford's probably saying run the clock. They bounced the ball to the quarterback. That was a little ground ball back to the quarterback.
Alvin Legros is incomplete and broken up by number 10, Shea Palmer.
He was lucky to get the pass away. He was lucky he took a good bounce. Otherwise, they might have lost it again. They almost lost it on that -1 yard punt. They snapped it almost over the punter's head. They've snapped it back a couple of times where they've lost big yardage when balls got by the quarterback. One of them cost them their quarterback because he got hurt. The quick out. Not going very far. Finally gang tackle him out of bounds. And that's LaGrosse. Two yards. That's 102 yards catching by Alvin LaGrosse. Usually you have that much, your team is at least in the game. But they're not. Trailing 42-8.
Be a 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs.
Final 3 minutes of this third period. Low snap again. It goes off his foot. English. Did they get the football? Yes, they did.
And the fumble is recovered by Lynn English's number 22, Kevin Pena.
Here's the snap again. Bouncing loose. Rivera with a second recovery. And English is set up again at the Medford 36. They lost 12 more. Call it the 37. Coming to the near side, slipping and going out of bounds is Penius. Here's the replay. Just up straight ahead, bounced it to the outside, and gets to about the 23. There's a flag on the play. They move it back to the 38. It's a 15-yard penalty.
12 after the penalty for the Bulldogs. Ball will be placed at Medford's 38-yard line.
He's picked up 9 to the 23, and then whatever happened there. Mackenzie Charles was out debating with the officials, but you never win those. A quick out, yeah, hit just as he caught, he got leveled. And that's Castro. He was down before. He got crunched.
Brought down by number 6, Adolmo Amos.
Thank God he got up. No gain on the play. Second and long. 13 to be exact. After that penalty. They run it straight ahead, wide open. Panius runs it in for the touchdown.
For the Bulldogs. As a result, we are rushing touchdown for the Bulldogs.
32 yards in 3 plays. They had to go a little bit further because of the penalty. And all of a sudden, it's 46-8. Panius is only a sophomore. He made that look like he's a senior the way he ran that one in. Low snap, out in the flat, knocked away. They were looking for Chandler again.
And then 2-point conversion.
So the clock will run continually now. We reach the end of the third period.
As the end of the third quarter, after 3 remaining, the score is Lynn English 48.
But the last 12 minutes will go very quickly because as soon as they snap the ball to start the fourth period, the clock will never stop. And you have to feel for the Medford Mustangs. I mean, losing their quarterback, but they've been pretty gracious guests. Their last 2 touchdowns had to go 26, 28, and 32, all because of fumbles. So 3 straight touchdowns over fumbles. In the first half, it was a -1 punt, an interception, and an interception. The only drive was the first drive of the game for English. Other than that, they've been taking advantage of all that Medford has given them. English will kick it off. Bounces off a lineman, and they have to fall on it. Back at the 34-yard line, maybe the 35. He almost lost it again. There weren't any red shirts around. Otherwise, English might have come up with another turnover. So from the 35-yard line, Medford will put it in play. This one's been over for a while. English is going to get the win.
The kick return will set up Medford with a 1st and 10. Ball being placed at their own 35-yard line.
The quick out. And they're going to get about 8.
The Broncos pass is complete to number
Blake with the catch. I'll call it the 43 and give him 8. That's the only plus for Medford is throwing the football.
43-yard line.
They're 117 throwing, minus 56 yards with those bad snaps. And just can't run the ball. they throw it to the sideline,
Bronco's pass.
and the receiver was going upfield.
The lake is incomplete. Be a 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs.
3rd and 2. What's the worst that can happen if you go on 4th down here and don't make it? They go under center. Almost looked like English jumped quarterback sneakers on to get them the 1st down. Almost looked like English was offside.
Number 3, Christopher.
That's their longest play from scrimmage, running the ball.
After the run, it'll be a 1st.
He picked up 7
Ball will be spotted at the 50
at the
yard
1st
line.
down. I'm sure Chris DeFranco didn't think he was going to get this many snaps in this game. He dropped the ball, and they blow the whistle as Alex Silla
Bronco's
wraps him up.
by number 15, Alex Dilla.
They lose 10 yards on the play.
It'll be a 2nd and 20 for the Mustangs. Ball will be placed at their own 40-yard line.
Caught. He didn't get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Bronco's pass complete to number 4, Alvin Legros.
That's LaGrosse again.
It'll be a 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs. Ball will be placed at their own 48-yard line.
He put it to 48, picked up 8. Fourth down. And again, clock is running. What's the worst that can happen if you don't make this? You need 12. They snap the ball low again. They lob it up.
Bronco's pass.
Outstanding catch again by LaGrosse. They almost gave it away. Man, another nice catch. Down at the English 25. 27 yards in the 1st down.
Ball will be placed at Lynn English's 25.
He's got catches for 137 yards and a touchdown. He's on the short end of a 46-8 score. So they convert on 4th down. They hold on to the football. They let it fly deep, incomplete.
Bronco's pass is in for number 1, Isaiah Blake.
They're looking for Blake.
It'll be a 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line of Lynn English for the Mustangs.
Clock continues to run. Could be a short ride back to English, but it'll be a happy one. Good team effort with all the interceptions, fumble recoveries. They overthrow the intended receiver.
The Bronco's pass, intended for number 10.
They'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Incomplete. Be a 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs at Lynn English's 25-yard line.
So even though the passes are incomplete, the clock keeps running. High snap. They just got the pass off, and they're not gonna, no gain on the play.
Bronzo's pass is complete to number 1, Isaiah Blake.
Receiver had to go up and get it. By that time, everybody was there. So 4th and 10 from the 25. Eagles with 269 yards of offense. Long and deep. Had it, and they knocked it away. Blake had it.
Bronzo's pass, intended for number 1,
And he just stripped him.
Be a 4th and 10 for the Mustangs.
So English will take over.
After the incomplete pass, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball will be placed at their own 25-yard line.
Medford with minus 59 yards rushing, 152 yards passing, and LaGrosse has 137 of those. And we'll see a whole lot of new faces for the Bulldogs. Chandler has rushed for 121. Rushed for 3 touchdowns. Nags has rushed for 1. Panius, a nice run. Shea Palmer, a nice catch for a touchdown. Nags has passed for a couple. Rushed for a couple of conversions. He's got 4 touchdowns. I think he's got a catch for 1. Panius with the carry.
Number 7, Ernie Phineas on the run for the Bulldogs. Be a gain of 2. Set them
Pick up
with
of
a
2.
2nd and 8. Ball be placed at their own 27-yard line.
Andy has dropped it, but then he got it back. So they gain 2, they lose 2. Third and 10 for the Dogs, with the game winding down, well in control,
It'll be a 3rd
leading 46 to 8.
placed at their own 25-yard line.
They scored on 4 of their first 5 possessions. Here in the second half, they scored on 3 straight after missing on their first. And empty outside, breaking a couple of tackles, staying on his feet, still on his feet, breaking another tackle, breaking the third tackle. He's going to go for a touchdown. Lionel Rivera just kept shaking people off. 75 yards later, he's in the end zone. So they make it 4 for 4. Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he winds up in the end zone 75 yards later. He also had a couple of fumble recoveries. So Rivera's had a pretty good day. And English puts another score on the board. And they've reached 50. And they're not going to bother.
And that's the end of the game. Thank you for coming, folks.
They make it 54 to 8, and that's the final score as the clock runs out. So 54 to 8, English. Palmer runs for 121. Maggs passes for a couple. Palmer, a touchdown catch. Rivera, a 75-yard run. Paney is a touchdown run. Chandler has 3. English puts the most points they put up in a long time. They get 54 on the board. They win it going away. And turnover's the story. 3 fumbles, a -1 yard punt, a couple of interceptions. The defense doing the job. English wraps up their first win huge over Medford as they win it 54 to 8 over the Medford Mustangs. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.